Hello, tribe. Okay, so let me give some more clarity about the Sonja Lubriski's person fit activity diagnostic. So what this is trying to tell us is that yes, while there are ways of being and activities can increase happiness and that sense of flourishing, it's important that per time we're engaging in the activities that we have interest in, that are aligned to our personal values, and that that makes it sustainable over a period of time. And so this activity helps us to choose per season, per time, those activities that currently is what we will be able to sustain. So based on her research, she looked at different reasons why we may engage in an activity. And so she looked at natural, enjoyment, value, guilt, and situation. So just to give more clarity to this, we'll say, for example, so when you're doing it, please read what is on page 68, right? And get to understand it. For each of the 12 activities, when you're answering them, you're looking at natural. Will you keep doing this activity because it will feel natural to you and you'll be able to stick with it on a scale of 0 to 7? So I'm going to just use expressing gratitude as an example to run through these 5 criteria. So when it comes to expressing gratitude, am I going to do it because it comes natural for me and so it will make me stick to it? So for me, I would say a 5. Okay. Then enjoyment. Will I keep expressing gratitude because I enjoy doing it and I find it interesting and challenging, like it brings something up in me? Will I do that? I totally enjoy how I feel when I express gratitude. So maybe for me that might be a 6, right? Then C, will I keep doing this activity because I value it and I identify with it? So I'll do it freely even when it's not enjoyable. Okay, so for each of those activities, now my using gratitude may not express for you because gratitude, first of all, is one of my top strengths. And then, so because it's one of my top character strengths, it's a value for me. All right. And then because of my religious, my spiritual insights, gratitude also is valuable to me and I understand it. So beyond just that, it's valuable to me. So in terms of value, I could give it a 5. Then guilt. This is where some people are having challenges. Will you keep doing this activity because you will feel guilty or ashamed or anxious if you don't do it? Will you force yourself to do it? For gratitude, if I don't express gratitude on a given day, I'm not going to feel ashamed. I'm not going to feel guilty for me as a person. So that might be a 1 for me. Depending on some other person, if you put like, oh, how would you feel? So what is it? For me, feeling guilty when I don't express gratitude is a 1. Then situation. Will I keep doing this activity because my particular situation will compel me to do it, or because somebody else will want me to do it? So how much am I going to express gratitude because of the situation I am in needs it? So say, for example, if somebody is going through a coaching intervention and your coach says, oh, for the next 1 week, you should express gratitude as part of the interventions that the coach gave you. Maybe for you, situation now may be high there. Like even when you don't feel like doing it, because they said if you do it, so is what will help you happen, and then you're curious to know it. So situation for you there may be a 5. But if you're just going to engage in it, not because it's a situational thing, it can be a 0, it can be a 1, it can be a 2. So just using these guidelines, how natural will this activity be for you? How enjoyable, how valuable to you as a person? How much guilt will you feel when you don't do it? And then how much will you do it in terms of situational on a scale of 0 to 7? So when you finish doing for all of them, you now come, like I put this table here for you to just write. You could choose to do it on a sheet of paper, because your answers to these activities will vary from time to time, depending on the season where you are at, depending on what is going on around your life, and depending on what you need per time. Okay, so if you do the activity on the paper, maybe later, on this book, some other time it may not be that same result for you, so you may just want to do it on a sheet of paper. So by the time you add up natural enjoyment value, a kind of positive oriented reasons why you would do it, you sum that up. So I put the sum up here and divide it by 3. Then you sum up your scores for guilt and situation, divide by 2. Whatever you get here is your person fit. So the activities with the highest person fit, the activities with the highest fit scores are likely to be the ones that you will find most natural, will be enjoyable to you, and you are most likely going to sustain per time. Because if you do an activity out of guilt, you will lose momentum in doing it. If you're just doing it because of situational, it's not intrinsically motivating for you. So this is what this helps you to do. And so when you are now done with that, you want to now incorporate those top 3 activities that came up for you into your Be High game plan, so that in this season, you're actually enhancing your flourishing, you're actually enhancing your happiness with the activities that come naturally and enjoyable to you, and you're not compelled because then say. You are doing per time what your body, your soul, and your spirit needs. I don't know if this made sense. Let me know if this clarifies it, and keep staying amplified, people.